All right, neighbors, it is 9:30, way later than I had this planned, because that's usually what happens at my house is there's always something that needs done. So in my head, I'm very, very bad at realizing how long things actually take. And so in my head, I'm like, that'll take me 5 minutes. I'll quick do this. And then that turns into a 5-hour project. And then if I don't complete things, it also hurts my brain. So we got up. I actually beat my alarm. So I got up at 6:30. Started reading some, have several of my pages read. I'm not usually an eat in the morning kind of person, but since I've been getting up and walking in the morning, my stomach has been hungry earlier. So I'll have a bowl of cereal. Usually, I don't like eggs as in scrambled eggs and plain. It's a texture thing. I can't do it. If I hard boil them, I will eat them because it's a firmer texture. Yes, I'm weird. We've already established this. So I just grabbed a bowl of cereal and was reading while I was eating. I was trying to think of what else I got in the house done this morning. And then some friends of ours are out of town, and my daughter is a dog trainer, and so she dog sits for a few families. And so while they're out of town, we've been going over and helping. I usually take one of the boys and we do morning duty because my daughter works, about 45 minutes away, and I hope I didn't just swallow a bug. About 45 minutes away, and she has to be there at 6 a.m. So usually I will go over in the mornings, except yesterday morning, thankfully she was off because I had to work 2 hours away, and so I leave at 6:30. So we were over there and played with them. I mean, we take them out, feed and water, play with them for a little while, and then take them out again. So just got back, and it takes a good solid hour and a half, depends on how long we play with the dogs, to make it across town to her house, do the thing, and then come back. So just made it back. I was afraid it was going to be really warm outside, and not that I care, because I will gladly come work out in the heat. I much more appreciate the warmth than I do the freezing weather in Iowa. But we're to the point now, because we've been getting sweaty more. We've been running through all the extra clothes. And if you haven't gathered yet, I have not had my own wash machine for over 2 years because they died in the fire. So we were at Home Depot the other day, and we went in, and I told my husband, I was like, I'm gonna open every refrigerator in here, and I'm just gonna look at refrigerators. I will not buy one of the refrigerators there because it is a house refrigerator, and I've done that before. The one that's in the house now, that's one of my favorites. I just want you to think with me for a minute. Imagine that refrigerator had food in it, obviously, when the house burnt down. It has not been opened in over 2 years. That's toxic waste. Like, that's nasty. The freezer in the garage, gone, of course. But it's weird. It's weird after a fire, and the things that you think of, or the things that somebody will walk by and be like, I used to have a shirt like that. And you don't think about it until you see somebody else have whatever, and then it catches you a little bit. But I will get a nice big commercial type refrigerator, because I absolutely cannot stand the one that we have now, which by the grace of God is bigger than the one that the camper came with, because camper refrigerators super duper tiny and they suck. This one is, I think, is this one considered a dorm size fridge or maybe apartment size? So it's at least bigger by, I'm gonna say like a square foot. But when I get a nice big, I'm used to, my parents own a salsa factory, and we literally have a drive-in cooler. The forklift can drive into the cooler. That's how big it is. And when I was in high school, I was telling my parents, I was like, okay, Mom, what do I got to do to have block parties in the summer in the freezer? Yeah, that never happened, but I really thought it would be a good idea. So, dreams. Today's a day of dreams. And I just went to, when I was at Home Depot, I just opened all those refrigerators and just dreamed about the day I would own a refrigerator. And now, today, it seems I'm dreaming of the day I own my own washer again. But the point was that since we're all getting all sweaty more often, we're running out of clothes faster. And so I think the guys are talking about, it was going to rain today. I don't know that we're going to get any down here. So they were talking about possibly going tonight and doing laundry again, because we have to go in town to do laundry. If it's not going to rain, I think they'll probably hold off a little bit and see. But 75 hard. There's your downside right there. More laundry. I had a whole bunch of workout pants previously, but I don't know what happened to them. So they're either packed in a box that we can't. My husband went and looked in the couple boxes that we do have. Couldn't find anything. So I may just not have any. And then the part that kind of sucks is you want to go buy a couple pairs, but hopefully they're not going to fit in a little while anyway. So that kind of sucks. There's a little resale shop in town. I might go check those out. But who knows? I hate shopping to begin with. So if I can find something at Walmart and just have it delivered with our Walmart delivery, that's the best idea. And if you don't have Walmart delivery, you're missing out. Our Kroger in town is too small to have delivery. They will, if you order online, they will bag up your groceries and then you can pull up and get them. But that also means I have to drive 10 minutes into town. And if you've met me, you realize I'm not a town person. I probably should not be around people. People drive me nuts because everybody today seems so inconsiderate and they want to fly past you to pull in front of you, to drive slow or to turn or any other reason, just to generally be rude. And so, yeah, I don't want to drive into town. And last I checked, they charged you, it's like $6.95 or something. Now I do have, because I work there, I do have a free Boost membership for a year. They gave all their employees one. So I wouldn't have to pay that for a whole year. And that's supposed to be free delivery. But again, this one doesn't deliver. So not helpful. But Walmart, the Walmart Plus is $99 a year. But with that, you get free delivery over, as long as you spend $35 at a time. And with our family of 6+, yeah, we totally do. And most of the time, it's like you can have a delivery within like 4 hours, unless you want to pay, like if it's something you need right away, you can pay like a $10 delivery fee or something like that, and it'll be an even sooner delivery. But it's pretty easy just to add things to the list. So what we do at our house, since there's so many of us and we don't all, I don't know, instead of the boys, when they use the last of the milk, instead of them saying, hey Mom, use the last of the milk, hold on, see if I can see my little butterfly fan. Here we go. See, we got friends on our walk. These guys like sweaty. I know, right? So instead of having somebody tell me, I'm trying to teach my children to take the initiative, because that's what I'm training my kids for in the grand scheme of life anyway. I'm training them for life. I'm not training them for tests. I'm not training them to be able to regurgitate facts that some teacher or some government wants them to regurgitate. I am training them to be functioning human beings, to be able to add value to the world. So what they need to do is, when they're out of something, or, hey mom, I'd really like some peanut butter sandwiches, we don't have any peanut butter, add it to the list. So they go right to the Walmart app. We obviously don't have a home phone because, well, I don't know any campers that have phone jacks. So we have a cell phone that stays in the house, and that way, I mean, that's considered our home phone, but it's one of my old cell phones. I've got more. I'm collecting. Ta-da! He's still here. As long as they're not mosquitoes, we're good. So what I've done is they will get on the app, and it is logged in. Thank you. It's logged into my Walmart account, and they add whatever they want. And yes, do they try and get away with adding cookies sometimes? Of course. Although we rarely buy cookies, especially not in our last, today's day 11, 75 hard. So none of us, I don't think, have had really any cookies, cake, candy, anything like that for the last 11 days. So add whatever they want, and then when it's time, like, okay, we really need this now, I usually try and go in the morning sometime before 10 o'clock, and I will double check the list, you know, because sometimes if they're not paying attention and one child adds peanut butter and one child adds peanut butter, we get 2, 3, 4 things of peanut butter on there. We just don't need that many. So go down the list, double check everything. I usually send out a group text and say, hey, I'm ordering at Walmart. Is there anything anybody else needs? And then just place the order. And then they just drive up. A lot of them know us enough now, but if they honk, then, or we have a cart sitting out front, but if they honk, one of the boys will come out and help them unload. So they don't have to do much. They just have to roll up. And then take it in the house and put it away. And somebody once asked me, how do you get your kids to put all this stuff away? And I kind of looked at her funny, and I was like, well, if it's not in the cupboard, they can't eat it. And if they can't eat it, then they go hungry. This is not a complicated concept. They either put it away or they don't eat. Why? Too many times parents are like, well, I just can't get them to do that, so I had to do it. Yeah, that's not how it works. That's not, that concept is weird to me. You chose to do it because you couldn't tell them that they had to do it, and then if they didn't do it, there's got to be a consequence. It's like life. There's too many kids running around without consequences right now. But it's very easy. I don't have to pay anything extra unless I want it sooner. And a lot of things have little coupons that go with them. You just have to click the little couponing button. And it adds up. It's usually like, instead of taking it off, so if something's $4, instead of taking the little 75 cents off of that to charge through $3.25, they put it in like a bank type of thing. But then you can just use that balance every single time you order if you want to. And then they just deliver it. And I started doing that a couple years ago. Has it been 3 or 4 years ago, when I had all of the kids? We had 10 here at once. And then the 3 older boys moved on. And then we still had 7 children for quite a while. And I was not about to take 7 children, especially one being an infant, to Walmart for any reason. So that's what we did. We just started ordering Walmart online. Every once in a while, something comes in that wasn't what I asked, but so far, the process to return something or to say, hey, I got the wrong whatever, You do it all through the app. It's super simple and very easy. And if somebody else can do my shopping for me, it also helps me not zero impulse buys. Because why? Because I don't see that this is on sale, or I don't see that they've got 3 boxes of these on clearance. So I don't have to worry about that. I buy exactly what I need to make the things that I am planning for supper. Super easy, super simple. It's all delivered to my house. And what's really nice is they will also send you anything Walmart, t-shirts, tubs, fabric, because there's a couple times we needed some, what are they called? Fat quarters that we're using. My child is making some pot holders. All of that, you can order it online. My friend is back. Okay. So, all right, workout 1. We're a quarter of the way into it. We'll keep going with this. Reading is halfway done. My boys have been doing great. And then I'll go sew.